welcome back to a new episode at Wrestle at Ringside podcast. Here's Javier.
And I'm your boy, the Rose City Kid. It is good to be back. It's been a good minute.
It's been, I want to say, like a little more than a month. But, there's a lot of
Honestly, probably like a whole year, it feel like.
facts. There's a lot of things going on, so we had to take a little break. But, now we're back, and now it just feels great to be back amongst you all. And being here with
Mhm.
Joel talking about something that we both love, the WWE.
Listen. And as y'all can see, we got a new little area. It's not fully set up yet, so you mean it'll look a lot better. But thankfully, thank the Lord, I was able to move recently. Me and the wife got a new place. We were able to, you know,
Amen.
finally get something nice, something that's convenient for my job and everything, and it's been a blessing for sure. So I'm very happy, and I'm excited for y'all to see the studio when it's done.
I can't wait. I'm excited. That's also part of the little secret. I was like, all right, we'll take a little break because I know you had a lot going on. And then June was a month of weddings, so I was always going to weddings, so I was just in and out of where I live too. But now I'm glad that you're able
There's a
to
lot.
move in, smooth transition. Um, and now I think it's fair that we get into talking Raw because yesterday I mean, in my opinion, it was a pretty good episode. There was things that I did like about the show, which I do want to touch up on.
Mm.
I think I'll start with Division. um, so right now, Division, they're the tag team champions, Austin Theory and Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul is alongside them, but he's currently injured, so he's not having any in-ring action, but he's there by their side. Of course, the past couple weeks we saw Maxine has joined Austin Theory, as a new on-screen boyfriend, as her new on-screen boyfriend, and now she's gonna seem like she's gonna be the new manager for Division. I liked how the long story. I'll say like a long story with low key played out well because Maxine leaving the Alpha Academy, leaving Otis, leaving Tozawa. It's like something that was low key happening, but it had like a big explosion yesterday that I liked, and we see like Otis came out and confronted Maxine for leaving them, and Otis saying, "Oh, he's bad news." I think Otis was going to reveal. I'm not going to say for sure. Um, he may have been ready to reveal his feelings for Maxine. Austin Theory cut him
Oof.
off, so who knows? We'll see what he has to say. But Otis like tanked all of them, and then of course Maxine got in his head, and then Austin Theory hit him with a low blow. But I think now this is
Yeah, with
feeling. I feel like now this is feeling like something good for the Vision, something good for Austin Theory too. I think that since they formed, it has been underwhelming, um, and I think it's because like they had Seth, and we just finished with the Bloodline, and now it just felt like another Bloodline. Now you go with one of the other top guys,
yeah.
and now you go with Paul Heyman, not with him. I was just like, it just don't feel like Seth didn't need Paul Heyman, so it just all didn't feel
No.
right. But now Paul Heyman has parted ways with
I
them. Thank God.
Facts, and I feel like to touch a little bit on what you mentioned, like with having Seth at the beginning, it definitely did help. But then him leaving was also kind of detrimental to the team because, like, yes, uh, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Austin Theory have the capability to be stars, but with Seth already being fully established, you know what I mean? Like, eh, Seth can basically be a vehicle to get people to get people over. But in this case, I feel like they didn't do it properly, and the way that whole breakup happened, it kind of just killed the momentum for real, for real.
Yeah,
And then they had Seth beat Braun Breaker recently too, and it's like, I mean, I get it. Seth's supposed to be the good guy. Like we're supposed to look at him as a babyface now, but you should have let Braun win that. I feel, I feel
yeah,
like it would have done him good. Even if you have him like, because it doesn't even have to continue just being a Vision storyline. You could literally have Braun Breaker separate from that. Let's be honest. The
yeah.
guy got it. He can. He's good. Like, what do you need to? You don't really need to keep him in a faction,
You don't need to be
especially.
there.
And I'm really hoping that I'm wrong about this, but I'm hoping they don't do the very predictable. Oh, my partner came back from being injured. Oh wow, now he turned on me. That's crazy. Like when Bronson Reed come back, I don't want it to be like that. Like they can't, and they're gonna split them. Please don't have it be one of those storylines. That's overplayed. We need
Yeah,
something different. We need like Braun getting in his own head. Like, all right, yeah, like nah, like I'm better than all y'all. Like I don't need you. What do y'all gonna do for me? You know what I mean? Like I can be champion.
exactly.
Y'all can't do it. Like just start going crazy.
Exactly.
But it's WWE. We gonna see what they do.
Yeah, I think I agree that yeah, Bronson doesn't really need to be. Bronson. Oh my gosh, Braun Breaker doesn't need to be part of the group. Um, I think it did kill his momentum being part of the vision. Did kill his momentum
Mm.
big time. Also, I don't know if there was maybe a little shift, like who they may want the face of the WWE, future face of the WWE, because Oba Femi just came in, took over. Now you know how to bring him up, but no, but yeah, Braun Breaker, I think he could succeed as a single star. But I hope that they have something brewing for him to split from them, and then hopefully it could actually lead into a match between him and Bronson Reed, because realistically, Bronson Reed is probably the only one that can really take him on.
Hmm.
Um, until like they build up Austin Theory more. I think right now this is working for Austin Theory. Um, I think this is working the best for him right now. I think this is how they could make him a little more credible. So on that end of the vision, that's what I do. Like I'm like, okay, Austin Theory seems at the front. He seems front and center right now. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
he seems like the perfect guy compared to Braun Breaker being the leader of the group. I think this could lead something bigger from Braun Breaker not being the leader of the group, but being the guy to turn on them. And
The Go ahead. My fault. My fault.
no, you're good, you're good. For him being the guy to turn on them, and I think we could get like a good, good feud between him and Austin Theory, or it could lead into Bronson Reed versus Braun Breaker. I think, and then actually there's three matches you could do. It could be Braun Breaker versus Bronson Reed, then Logan Paul, then finally Austin Theory, and they could be like the
Listen,
generational rivals, like Randy Orton and John Cena and Seth and Roman.
and they might as well because they were looking at Austin Theory as the future John Cena. So it's like that would make sense. You could have honestly Braun. I feel like Braun would be more of like a Batista.
Yeah, he's more like a Batista.
Yeah. Which I mean, they had their fair share of feuds too, Cena and Batista. So that also works, honestly. But who
Yeah,
would you compare Bronson Reed to though?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
You know? I didn't think about that answer. That's a really good answer, actually.
I,
Because yeah, I mean, he's the big man. It's like, you know what I mean? Like Bronson Reed was huge.
yeah, he was
Do you know what I
huge.
mean?
Also, a
And
little
now he
bit.
slimmed down a lot, but
I feel like at one
it's
point,
yeah.
I felt like at one point he could have been compared to like the Hall of Fame Mark Henry, like
Oh,
when he first started feuding with Seth Rollins.
yeah,
That was
yeah. Especially
that.
the tsunami after tsunami, bro.
Yeah, we lost weight. Doesn't
All
feel.
he needed was
No, go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, no, I was just gonna say all he needed to do after that was just look at the camera, and just that's what I do. No,
But the only thing about Bronson Reed, like, there's nothing wrong. He lost weight, nothing wrong with that. But he doesn't feel like a big guy. Like
yeah,
with Mark Henry Hall of Fame, like it was. I was convinced because not only was he big, but we already knew he was the world's strongest man.
yeah,
But
straight. Yeah,
we need, and we don't, no more Braun Strowman. We need a monster. Omos isn't. He's
we
doing
need a
his thing in
Braun.
AAA. Yeah, so Omos doing his thing in AAA, but I mean, no, we have Obafemi, but like, I feel like he's more like Brock Lesnar type
He's
area, but not like
yeah,
super heavyweight monster like a Mark Henry or Big Show, Braun Strowman.
right, right. You know, I could see that. Um, quick question. Just because he's on my screen, so I gotta bring it up. How do you think? Like, do you think there's a difference between how they're being handled now and how Vince would handle them?
I would say, I think it comes more like the veterans. I think under Vince they probably treat him a little more with respect,
Mm.
compared to like now, because now we're seeing like a lot of veterans leaving. So first was like the New Day. I
Yeah.
think under Vince like he wouldn't have that happen. Um, People like Bobby Lashley. I think like under Vince, Bobby Lashley probably would have been looked better, compared
Mm.
to when Triple H took over. Triple H took over. It was different from Bobby Lashley. So I think a lot of the veterans may have gotten treated better. Um,
Mm.
and then, but I don't know how some youngsters. I don't know how Vince will put some of the young stars too. So that's also another thing. It's
'Cause
like,
I mean, we did see how he was with Theory, so I
yeah,
mean, there is a chance to like, and I feel like he, depending on his relationship with the Steiners currently, he'd probably let Braun Breaker use the Steiner name.
yeah,
I feel like, you know what I mean? Because like, there's honestly nothing wrong with that. That in itself is already just like, oh, word, like, oh, he's a Steiner. Like, nah, he's about to go crazy. Everybody already has that preconceived notion about it, just because the Steiners were freak athletes.
yeah,
So it's like, I mean, Braun Breaker works. You know, it's still a good name, honestly. It's
yeah,
catchy, like it's easy to remember. But Braun Steiner would have been nice too. I'm just saying. I
yeah.
think it would have worked.
And I think if Vince there,
Yeah,
we'll have Omos on the main roster right now.
man.
He loved it. Vince loved him.
Listen,
So yeah,
man. Do like I want to say like later 2000s. Vince, Omos, Oba. They all would have top, bro. Because that's when Vince was really pushing the big guys like Batista, all that. Like Triple H
yeah.
came back jacked. Like, yeah, that would have been. They would have excelled.
But I don't know how much TKO had plays part of who gets. They play part of certain wrestlers, so I'm not sure. They may have an influence on that. I can't. I don't know. For some reason, I don't want to put everything on Triple H. Because we saw what he did in X is really good. So like, now I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like TKO may have influence on who who gets pushed and all that, and also
Yeah,
on who gets released and all that, or the money changes. I feel like that's TKO. So like which could have led to Sheamus leaving. Um,
yeah,
which he was a long time WWE guy. I never thought he would leave and go some. I mean, I don't know if he's going somewhere else, but I never thought he would leave. Um, like
right. Yeah,
The New Day too. I never thought, not including Big E, but Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they also left. So a lot of these guys that left, Bobby Lashley left, which I think if he was under Vince still, he was probably would still be here. Um, so, treated better than how he was after Vince left. So I think there was a couple of things, good and bad. I feel like we'll give up something good for the other, but then something bad will come out of it, vice versa. So I think there's.
yeah.
But if he didn't sell as a TKO, then it could have been a different story.
Cause like that's the thing. I want to know what would it be like if he never sold the TKO. Like, would it still gotten as kind of rough as it is now, or would it have been taken in a complete different direction? Because I feel like regardless to a lot of things now are just becoming just it's all just money hungry behavior for real, for real. So it's like it's creativity is starting to die out in it, and that's just not it's not cool. Because how do you expect to keep fans around, but you can't even give a good story? You can't even finish a story half of the time for real, because it'll go from one storyline to, oh wow, this person came and attacked them. Now we're gonna drop the other storyline and start a whole new one. It's like, well, we never. And like for example, with Cody and Randy, why are we doing more with that? Are we gonna do more with that? Is there gonna be anything else with it? But just nothing. They just
Yeah,
it's dead.
this past year was a mess. It, or this past year, like this year, like earlier this year, was a mess. Um, so yeah, when it comes to yeah, like I do agree with that. There's a lot of like drop storylines for whatever reason there was, which is weird. I think there again going back to we talked about at WrestleMania, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes could have been done a lot better. The Pat McAfee thing didn't make sense, but I think that's the part where TKO wants to bring in like celebrities to bring more eyes to the matches and bring more eyes to the shows, and that's the thing. I'm just like, this didn't need it.
Yeah.
Actual speed thing was cool, but you know, kind of keep things. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes was a story that didn't need any extra help to bring eyes on because they have a long history that people wanted to see that match. People were longing to see that match, and it finally happened, and it was really underwhelming on how it delivered, and ending how it did. I think Randy got injured. I think that's what threw it off. I think he's injured, um, but they could have done one and done deal. The Bloodline
Oh
stuff,
yeah, because they did this. He was on his back.
the Bloodline stuff, I was kind of over it. It's kind of annoying. It's a little the Bloodline stuff is a little annoying.
Listen, welcome to the club, buddy. I've been waiting for y'all to agree for the longest. Everybody said I was a hater. Everybody tried to say, "Oh, nah, you don't know what you're talking about." Nah, the Bloodline storyline, great. Blah, blah. It was, it was, and then it got played out real quick because every match ended the same way. They were the same things just kept happening over and over and over again. Then you got Solo. Oh, cool, great. We get a little bit of a new story, and then right back to the same thing. Yeah, so it's like, bro, like it just got so drawn out. It didn't need to. It really didn't need to. And now they're trying to do it again. And it's like, why? Because what can you even really get out of it at this point? The only interesting thing that has happened so far is just besides them finally doing something with Royce Keys, having Solo and Jacob interacting a lot more now.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, like Solo, they're letting Solo actually do something good now.
yeah,
I'm glad that they are. I mean, it sucks that they still got rid of most of the MFTs, but like, I, I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling like they might try to do something new with this and just let mainly Jacob and Solo be the stars of it. And I'm really hoping that that's the case
yeah,
because yeah, you can always go with oh yeah, but we can always count on Roman or you can count on Jey Uso. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Yeah, I'ma hate on Jey Uso. I don't like him. He not that great. It is what it is. Like I respect him for doing what he does. You know what I mean? Congrats. Like credit to you. Cool. You get to you living your life. Congrats. But we not gonna sit here and act like you the greatest of all time or something, bro. Like you not even nigga. I mean, let's be. My bad. Sorry. Sorry. Been watching Jacob Fatu promos.
that's facts. That's facts.
Nah, but as you can tell, this song got me a little heated. You know, like, bro, Jey Uso was just not that guy. Like, they needed, they. I'm glad that they didn't have him win King of the Ring. I'm super
Yeah.
glad.
No, if they would have had
What
him
happened?
beat, if they would have had it beat Oba Femi, I would have been mad. I would have been mad if they had him, if Jey Uso go over Oba Femi. I would have been so mad. I would have rioted.
Bro, because even
I
if you
wouldn't
would
have
have,
rioted, but I would have been mad.
oh man, you know what I just realized too? My little slip up and what the picture's from.
Uh,
Yo,
Vince,
if you know, you know. But if
Vin,
you don't,
Vince
man,
whispered in your ear.
felt
but
like I was on a commentary team.
no, I was gonna say going back to the bloodline. The only reason why like I'm like it worked, I guess, between Chica Fatu and Roman, I think that was the main part of it. I think main part of it is to help Jacob out too, but you see, like Roman doesn't really need them because he's fighting his battles on his own. Like right now, his match with Seth Rollins, he's fighting Seth Rollins on his own. He doesn't have any interference from his family. Hence why I'm just like, yeah, like Roman Reigns doesn't need the bloodline. Now, if Jacob Fatu and Solo come out of it, look like better, then I'm down for it. But yeah, I think. Come on, Jacob. Why you with them, Jacob? Come on.
Yeah, bro. Like, to, like I said, I'm about to be all gas, no brakes since he been letting off the gas. I don't know what's going on with Jacob. I don't listen, man. It got me stressing because I'm like, we know you about that life, bro. Like,
In a sense,
the Usos don't got anything on you. Yeah, bro. Like, you gonna turn on Royce like that?
It's like
that's your boy.
It's like you're Jacob and I'm Royce Keys.
Bro, yeah, like that is crazy. That's insane. Bro, I never looked at it like that.
But what I said, I just thought about it.
Yo, that's too good of a comparison. Yo, hairstyle and all, bro. Nah, yeah, you got that one. You got that.
Royce Keys.
But nah, it just sucks though, cause like, nah, I love how he came up. You can't tap in with nobody anymore.
Nah,
that's fact.
That's a valid
it's
point.
Because Jacob joined the cult. Whatever you want to say, the bloodline is a cult. Y'all can't change my mind.
No, it is for sure. Like,
bro, but that would be sick though if they turn it into like kind of like a little bit of a darker storyline, where it's like, oh no, this don't really is a cult. Like that would have been insane to do, because I mean, unfortunately we don't have the Wyatt family anymore. So like, a cool little, if they could do a cool little storyline, I know, it'd be so sad for real.
Yeah, they don't have.
Man.
They don't have anyone in that realm right now.
Speaking of the Wyatts though, I seen a comment earlier that had me thinking of Nikki Cross, because it was of the promo between Bayley and Lyra, and like people were just commenting like, oh, like I'm getting like Nikki Cross vibes from just the way that Lyra's looking. I'm like, okay, I can. Yeah, like I could see that. I'm just hoping that they do it properly. I don't. Well, not that they can do it properly. Let me correct that. And this ain't to sound like a hater this time, but I don't know. I've been trying to think of like how could they even go about building something for Lyra to do. Like it just feels like there's like that lack of charisma there. Yeah. I don't know if it's the look, if it's the I don't know, but and no offense to her, I think she's great in the ring, but as a character, I'm trying to kind of look at her like the Jack Swagger, like you're just there.
Yeah.
And that sucks. I feel like there's there should be more that they can do, but that also does depend on her as well.
Yeah, she does like charisma. Hopefully, this new round helps her being heel. Can kind of just give her new, help with other wrestlers. Like it definitely help. Like Dom Mysterio, it helped with Rhea Ripley when she joined the Judgment Day and turned back. It helped Rhea Ripley big time. Because at a point she just felt like she was just there. But hopefully this is the same for Lyra. This can help. She's young. She got time. So hopefully this could be kind of just that boost that she needed. This change that she needed.
Facts. And then speaking of the Judgment Day and then like wrestlers who are still young, I'm honestly hoping that they do something with that soon, because Roxanne Perez, for example, she's already stuck in limbo.
Yes, big time.
What? Like this? I mean, I'm sure she's cool just collecting a check, not really, not having to do too much, but like, still, she's like 24, I think, 23, 24, something like that. She still got years ahead of her, and y'all already got her stuck in limbo. Like that's a little crazy. I feel like y'all should be trying to take advantage of, like, oh, okay, like she's an up and coming star, like she's still young. We still have plenty of years that she can be our top star. She can be a top star in the women's division. She can try to there's just so much that you can. I don't know. I just feel like they're not really using their resources like they should be, and
Not
even like
facts.
kind of like I feel like I've mentioned Raquel like every every podcast we done, but it's because like it annoys me like she has the height, she has the size, so why aren't you using her properly? You
Yeah.
can do so much. She can literally fight like a big guy. Like she can do that Kevin Nash Big Show type of, you know what I mean? Like
She's a powerhouse.
literally. Like
But
when I
who?
think of people like that, like I think of like Test, I think of Taker, I think you know what I mean? Like, but they're just not really doing anything with it except just yeah, yeah, yeah. I might turn on you, Live, but nah, I don't think I'm going to. That's basically what it feels like.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
just they need to do something. Even JD, what does JD do anymore, bro? Like I'm a fan of him, but I don't
that's what happened. He gets cursed.
listen. I forgot about that for a second. Dang, poor
Denhausen.
JD, Dominic too. Yeah, Danhausen
Denhausen.
is out here, messing everybody, bro. This is getting wild.
Yeah.
They need. I don't know. Whoever let him into the WWE, I don't think y'all understand what y'all let out into the world.
Yeah, that. But speaking of
He
Judgment
got
Day,
the niggas winning. Yeah.
speaking of Judgment Day, Dom Mysterio, it looked like he may see him to turn face in AAA, just not in Raw yet. But AAA, he came out to save El Grande Americano. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes in AAA. They're feeding with that. I forgot the new group's name, but it has Berto and Angel. It has that big guy from
Oh,
NXT.
yeah, what is it? Los Perros, something like that.
Well,
Los Perros.
yes,
Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah,
but this new
yeah.
group.
This is gonna be
So
this is
I'm
gonna be interesting.
got AAA Wrestling. It's on the WWE YouTube channel. They also have their own triple. They also have their own channel, AAA Wrestling. Definitely go watch it because they go live every Saturday. So definitely go watch it. The matches have been good. The stories are good, and
Facts, yeah. You want entertainment?
some of the main roster stars are over there. Like I think Damian Priest just went over there now too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the giant Omas if you want to see a spectacle of a human being. 7'3". He, his hands is just like probably like four of mine stacked. No, I'm kidding.
Literally, bro.
But I think
Listen, I
he's
mean,
been
it might seem like it in person though.
yeah, he's been doing good work over there too. So I hope that he's gonna get the title because El Vikingo, he got injured on
Mm.
SmackDown, which now him getting injured on SmackDown now that's the thing now AAA, where the guy his manager got mad at Rey Mysterio and said, "Oh, he was under your watch to go to SmackDown. He got injured under your watch." So now they try to give the title to Omos, but Rey Mysterio had to take the title. Well, he didn't take it. Omos gave it to him. Because you have Rey Mysterio, you have
Yeah,
Omos. Like, this is the height
yeah. I was
comparison.
just, I don't think Ray can take it.
But
Ray's probably not even reaching his hand for real.
Ray threatened to suspend him, so that's why Omos was like, he gave it to him like that. He said, here, take it. He shoved him. But, yeah, it's a good
That's
show.
the person.
Good show.
If you want to see more WWE stars, yeah, Rey Mysterio is literally in charge of it. So, you
Yeah.
know, he's in charge. Taker be booking.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah,
Um,
facts. Like,
I think Undertaker, he plays a role in that too, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He the whole the show with the two Grande Americanos fighting.
Yeah.
He's the one that booked. I think I don't know if he does the
Perfect.
booking for all the shows.
Perfect. I think he does have an influence, which makes sense why Omos is over there. He probably wanted Omos under him because
Yeah,
he likes
give
Omos.
yeah, actually give him the chance. Like,
Yeah, he wants to work with
give
him compared to the past interviews. Speaking of interviews, you have to get to one, but one thing I want to mention before we get into like news. So one thing I do want to mention is Chad Gable. He has won the gauntlet yesterday, defeating the likes of Javon Evans, Dom Mysterio. Who else was in there? Rusev, Ethan Page. I think I'm missing someone, but he beat Ethan Page in order to win the number one contender to face Penta for the title at SummerSlam. Now, I think it's at SummerSlam. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
Is that
So,
SummerSlam?
SummerSlam.
So, I think this is a great opportunity for Gable to get that title. I think long term storytelling. You know, he became the original El Grande Americano, so he could find out how to beat the Luchadors. And now he lost against El Grande Americano too. Came back to the United States. Came back to Raw. And I think it will be a good closing to his story if he beats Penta for that title. Penta, he was a good champion, but I think it's time. You know, it's time
To
for
give it those.
Gable, Chad Gable, to get his title because all his other times we thought he didn't win a title, he, you know, was shortcoming. He lost. So hopefully he can finally get the title and have a good run. I think he deserves it because like all the work that he put into putting people over, you know, creating this character. This character became big through someone else, and kind of just following what WWE wanted him to do. I think he needs this reward. I think he finally needs to win the IC title, and hopefully this could set him up to win a world title because he's good in the ring. He's good on the mic. You know, his characters are always funny, but I think hopefully this could be. He doesn't really need to do much to have a big character. He was an Olympian. He's just being like a true real American, as they say. Be a real American. You're an Olympian. You're all about America, militant, all that type stuff. So I hope that he wins the big one, and hopefully this could probably lead him to a world title in the future. I would like him to have a world title. So yeah.
Hmm. And I'm looking at the like the orders of eliminations in that gauntlet match. I do feel like maybe this could be a stretch, but I did notice one thing. Both Chad Gable and Javon Evans eliminated two people. So I don't know if they're gonna try to maybe play off of that and be like, thank you, and be like, oh, we yeah, like we eliminated the same amount of people. Like you're not as good as you think. Like we can, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like they might be able to do something off of that. I would like to see that because let's be real, they can both go in the ring like fast paced, whatever you want to do. Chad Gable could work with basically anybody, for real, for real.
Yeah.
So I would like to see that because at first, and you had Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio only eliminate one person. Um, he's losing it. I don't know. He might be losing his edge a little bit. But nah,
Yeah.
he defeated Joe Hendry. Evans defeated
Joe
Dominic
Hendry, that's
Mysterio.
a
Then Becky Lee. Yeah. Sorry, I was scared to say his name. He was going up here.
comes to your door.
Facts. We had Rusev defeat Javon Evans. I almost said John Evans. And then we had Gable defeat Rusev and Ethan Page.
Yep.
But Bleacher Report gave the match a B plus. I don't know. I felt like that should have gotten an A, but that's just me.
That was a good one. Not gonna lie. Like it was.
Oh, also, did you see the teaser of Big Cass possibly coming back?
Yes. Not possibly. He is coming back.
Yeah, fair. I don't know how I feel about it.
Big
Like,
Cass.
I don't know, the people they just got rid of.
You can't teach that. I think they're bringing back. I think they're gonna bring back Enzo too.
Maybe they'll probably have him as like a little surprise, like bring out Cass and then like he looks back and then Enzo pops up.
I think bringing them both back. I think it's good for the tag team division because they do need people. They always need people. They always need people.
That division is dead right now. Like it's non-existent.
I
The fact that
Oh no, no, I was gonna say I do want to see them fight. It'll be interesting to see them fight Tamatonga Talatonga.
It would be tough. You know what? I'm not mad at that match actually. Yeah,
They're like the white
I like
versions
to
of
see that.
them.
Or Big Cass versus Omos. I like blanked on his name for a second.
Oh, Omos is gonna crush him. Or Omos should crush him. Omos is Omos needs to he needs to send all the other giants out to pasture, like how Braun Strowman sent all the monsters and giants out to pastures. Omos needs to be able to solidify the giants. So he needs to get Big Cass and choke slam him and take him out of here.
Literally, yeah. Send him through the ring. They don't do that anymore. Why would y'all choke slam people through the ring anymore? Like,
Facts. Oh, and the thing
man,
is,
you're so entertaining. Yeah.
Big Cass, he's a tall guy, but Omos, he looks short next to Omos, which is still the craziest thing because Cass is tall.
Oh, for real.
He's like
And
6'10".
Omos still can you look like a whole dwarf.
Yeah, like he has like he's taller than like Big Cass will probably make Talatonga look a little shorter because there's like a 2-inch difference.
Bro.
But then you
Oh
have
my gosh, yeah,
Omos.
that's insane.
Yep. They have a 7'3" giant in Omos. It's just on a different level.
Oh. You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you ever seen this match. This is like years ago. Like I'm talking about like ECW type. Like when ECW was on Sci-Fi. So this was for sure a go while ago. They had it was like a monster brawl or something. And this just made me think of it because it was Kane, Mark Henry, who else was in it? A Big Show was in it. I'm trying to think. I think the Great Khali, or I could be wrong.
Oh, the monster
Viscera, I'm pretty
mash.
sure was in it.
The monster
Yeah,
mash
yeah.
battle royal. Yep, I remember that.
Bro.
I
That
sent
was crazy.
I sent that to one of my friends not too long ago. Like he got into
Bro.
wrestling.
Cause like it's such a good to see all those big men, like it's insane. Seeing Kane and Mark Henry is still somehow like Mark Henry is shorter than them, but somehow still doesn't look like he's shorter than them. It's
Yeah.
weird how that works. But it's because his strength too. Like it's Mark Henry, bro. He's picking you up one hand and spinning you around. Like it don't matter. Speaking of, I see you trying to get like him, bro.
I
My
don't
boy,
know.
look at that. Look,
I don't know if I can ever get to. Imagine if I just become like his strength level.
bro, you could do it. I mean, we can make it happen. It's gonna take a lot of training, but we can make it happen. I mean, I'm sure genetics play a really big part in it, but like we can make it happen.
Yeah, just like I open doors and I start breaking them.
Yeah. You gotta just try to pull everything as hard as you can from now on.
I gotta be careful with my grip. It's funny because Mark Henry said like people asking to pick him up, then he tells like you probably don't like that because he said he's like so strong that if he picks up he can hurt them like based on his grip.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you're right. But yeah, when I shook his hand before, I shook Mark Henry's hand before when he was at Brightside. I know, right? Brightside and Lancaster is crazy. My brother told me the day of when I told you I took out cash and went to the show. And when I shook his hand, I could just feel that. All right, if this guy was to squid my hand, he's gonna break it.
Absolutely. Bro, to break that master lock, yeah, no, because that wasn't even the rigged one either. They didn't rig it. Like when he was telling that story, I was like, oh, okay. So you're just even strong, and they try to make you look okay.
And if you guys see it in our Instagram, I shared a post where it said the strongest, which wrestler's the strongest is between Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Mark Henry. And Mark Henry, he posted it and he said, no disrespect to these guys, but come on. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I was like,
yeah, literally.
I mean, Brock, Goldberg, and John Cena, heck yeah, they're super strong, but they're not Mark Henry strong. They're strong, like they're strong when it comes to WWE. Like you have the Brock Lesnar's, you have the Goldberg, John Cena's, but then you have people are up here, which Mark Henry, And probably like one other guy that I will probably
Big.
put up there too is Bill Kazmaier. I think he was like 3 times world's strongest man. He was a WWF. Other than that, I'll put those guys on the same level. Even Bill Kazmaier said like Mark
I
Henry,
feel like
Mark, even Bill Kazmaier said like Mark Henry is probably like one of the strongest men that has ever lived.
ever lived, yeah, for sure. Seeing him pull that plane was crazy,
Yeah,
bro. And I was watching that the interview clip from the Chris Van Vliet interview at Big Show, and Big Show's over here trying to like downplay his strength. Like, nah, those guys are stronger than me. Like Kane and Mark. I'm like,
I mean, Mark
you just
Henry.
gonna act like you huh?
No, Mark Henry said he called Big Show after that interview. He said, "What's wrong with
Yeah,
you
because I'm like,
saying you know John Cena's not
yeah,
stronger than me?"
nah, that's facts. Cena's strong, but nah, Mark Henry is way different. Like he's in a league of his own. Because even to this day, I'm sure he could pull off some crazy feats.
Yeah, like I was gonna say something, I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, um, I'd say like now when you start doing these interviews, not doing the strongest, you just have to say not including Mark Henry, and then boom, then you can say like John Cena or something. But also
yeah,
like,
literally.
but also like Braun, he's strong too. That people
Mhm.
don't talk about. Like he was an amateur strongman. Then you have Big E. Big E was a powerlifter. These are guys that are strong too. That people are saying, oh, these guys are stronger than them. I'm like, these guys are actually strong. I
Yeah,
mean,
bro.
like more than like a regular strong guy. Like these guys competed.
Yeah, because like if you look at Cesaro, he doesn't look like he's as strong as he is, but that dude is incredibly strong for his size.
Yeah,
It's insane how he manages to look so like he doesn't even like he looks like he's in shape for sure, but he's not like super jacked or nothing. And the dude's swinging the Great Khali around like it's nothing.
yeah, facts.
I'm
Like
never gonna forget.
speaking of the great Khali, and he said Chris Van Vliet, he just had his first interview in English. I watched an episode last week, which he also said the strongest wrestler is John Cena. I was like, come on, Khali, you know that's not true. But it's kind of just cool, like just hearing from his experience. Apparently, like he wanted to retire. I want to say maybe like 2009. Yeah, like 2009ish. He wanted to after 2008. He wanted to retire, and then he said Vince McMahon like wanted to kill his character, so he had to be goofy. So it's kind of interesting how like to see that Khali wanted to leave all those years ago. Um, Especially like, with his mobility playing a factor too. Like he probably knew like
Yeah,
my knee's bad. Which if you would have seen, people say Great Khali's a bad wrestler. I was like I think he was just working with what he could do. Um,
yeah,
because if he's at a wrestler, if you see him prior to when um, I think he had a knee injury that kind of messed up his mobility. But I was like
yeah, and him and all that ain't help.
he was slow, but he wasn't he wasn't like a bad wrestler. He just did what he could do in the ring. He was really limited. I think for what he could do, like for what he had, he
Ain't
wasn't
he like,
that bad. And he was
yeah, like, wasn't he
realistic.
doing like
What happened?
wasn't he doing like drop kicks too? I think.
He was jumping over the top rope.
Yeah, bro, like, that's insane for somebody his size. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody his size coming at me like, you got that, bro. I don't even want to fight. You got that. I'm not even gonna try, bro. Because why are you that big, being able to jump like that, being able to do drop kicks? Nah. Even at my height, I don't even want to do a drop kick.
Yeah, facts. So I think like over time, he was a big guy. He didn't have to really do any crazy moves because, realistically, like one hit from that guy looked like he would like kill someone.
That
um,
karate chop he would do, bro, that looked painful.
yeah, it looked like he has a big hand. Like his hand looks strong when he does that. It looks like that actually knock you out.
Man, a prime Great Khali and prime Omos.
That would
I
that
feel like if they were able to like really go, if the Great Khali never had any knee problems either, I don't know. That probably could have been a decent match. Just
Yeah,
see two big men against each other.
yeah, that would be interesting. I think Kali he did a little more athletic moves when like seeing him jump over the top rope and doing different stuff like that. When before he was injured, before that injury when he actually came to WWE, so that would have been interesting. But almost like he doesn't have to do all these jumpy moves, but he can move.
He knows how to play his part for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he can move. Like we see him run like corner, and then he does off the rope and does that boot, the big boot. Like he could.
Yeah, he definitely gotten a lot better.
And I think he's doing a pretty good job in AAA. I would say.
hmm And I will say though, speaking of bad knees, Mr. Seth Bad Knees Rollins.
Oh man.
Because I just looked over and I'm looking at Roman just holding the title in his face. Bro, like, Seth not winning that, bro. I'm sorry, but Seth not winning.
I said Roman.
I don't even care for him. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say Roman probably had one of his top three best promos yesterday in his career. Like
Yeah.
he really did a number on what's his name
Oh, Seth.
on Seth. Yeah, I was like,
Look at that. Did him so bad that you forgot his name. That's insane. That's how you know. Like,
so I'm like, oh man,
man.
he really did a number on Seth. But that was a good promo from
Yeah,
him.
they're just dogging on Seth. First you have LA Knight come at him with his whole life, bro. Then you
Yeah.
got Roman come at his whole life too.
I mean, literally, you really could come at Seth Rollins. Cause I know the one time I want to be a wrestler, then I thought about me like having a match against Seth Rollins and what I say in a promo. I could say all these things. Um, and Roman, said, more these like over the years is more stuff added to what I could say, but then Roman said it. I'm like, dang it. But I mean, I'm not gonna be a wrestler, so it doesn't matter. But Roman said, like, finally someone said it, like Seth Rollins. He had to get the money in big, but he had to play off an injury in order to get the title. Realistically, it's like, oh, why is this guy doing it at this time? But
And I mean, you could. I mean, hey, just because you ain't gonna be a wrestler don't mean you can't be a manager that need to speak for somebody. I'm just, hey,
that's true.
I'm just saying, you never know.
I'd be the manager to take out Paul Heyman verbally. I'd be a little scared too, but I'll go for it.
All right, Paul. So you know you need to chill on me when we get out there, right? Like don't do too much. I'm still new to this. He gonna look at you, smile, yeah, don't worry, and then just end your whole career right there.
Facts. So yeah, that was oh sorry.
He's probably still working with Paul Heyman on like his promos, Roman.
What's that again?
Because I said Roman's probably still working with Paul on his promos.
Yeah. As you
I
see,
feel
like it got better.
Yeah.
Over the years it got better, but like yesterday, like he really like broke down this man's career.
And good because people are normally breaking down Roman's career, so now it's his turn to do it to something else.
You know, Seth really could have like Seth should have brought him like the bloodline. I said, but you're the guy at this stage of your career. You needed your family to help you keep that title all those years. So he could have just said something like that because Roman did. He needed he needed his family to keep that title.
Facts. But yeah, bro, I'm excited for SummerSlam. We gonna see what happens.
SummerSlam's coming up soon. We have I think main events this weekend. For the Saturday night main event.
Believe so, yeah.
We'll definitely talk about that. And then of course we're gonna start getting these YouTube videos out. So another thing that we're gonna start doing. But again, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. And definitely stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, follow us on X. But definitely follow us on Instagram because that's where we post updates for our channel. We have TikTok as well, so I'm gonna start posting it on there and on X. So follow us on all three. Follow our YouTube because we will be uploading these videos on YouTube as well, and also just like side videos that we want to add as well, like the bracket that we're gonna do as well. Um,
Also, I'm working on a song for our intro, so like, yeah, it's good. This should be good.
yeah, this is gonna be good stuff. So, um, and Joel, you have a good one and enjoy your camping trip.
But
um,
we appreciate y'all. Um, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, and
until next time, we'll see you guys next week. We're gonna get all these episodes uploaded on YouTube and then watch them, and then stay tuned to our next video. So to
facts.
everyone watching, everyone at home, I would like to say peace out to y'all.
Thank you very much. Stay happy, healthy, hydrated. God bless y'all.
Amen to that. Peace out.